Yes, it is that time again.
I like the acting though, it's fun.
Nah.
It's very like Nick Cage kind of acting.
I'm going to resume my introduction.
Sorry, Phil, I didn't realise you were doing it.
I said I was going to start.
Sorry!
It's okay. I have a guest again. My wonderful, wonderful, wonderful life partner. My bun. My
Future,
bitch.
future wife.
Future wife. Yes. Anyway, yes. I'm joined and I'm back. And is good. Is time. I'm excited. Looking forward to this all day. Because I do love me some more wonderful Burgle Sharkey time. So last time we had ourselves a nice little adventure in fishing. This time we are going to return back home and we are going to continue on with Yon's story.
Shitty voice acting.
Excuse you. So judgmental.
I enjoy the crappy voice acting.
Well, I mean, I enjoy doing my dumb voices, but can't say I enjoy doing well. Yeah, I'll join. Why not?
What's the Novice Network?
So the Novice Network. It's a wonderful question. Thank you for asking. The Novice Network is essentially just a little like group where people who've been playing the game up to a certain period of time are able to sort of talk with other people who've been playing it significantly longer in order to get advice and tips and just general help with how to play the game. It's just useful if you're ever like, oh, I don't know how to do such a thing, or I don't know where whatever is. Or they'll just occasionally help out because there's some kind people in the Novice Network who just like to give away stuff because they've got a bunch of stuff in their inventories, want to clear it out. And if you haven't played long enough and achieve enough, then you too can become a mentor and help out. Plus you get like bonuses for doing raids with mentors and stuff as well. So it's just a nice little older player and newer player sort of like working together type situation. But you can be like my other character who I've had since, however long, is in the Novice Network, and it's just fun to have. They're the ones I talk to quite often sometimes. A perfectly normal sentence. Excuse me. Don't know what's wrong with my throat right now. Oh no! There we go. Time for Call of the Forest. Baderon has some information on a new task. Ready to hear about that job then? Like I said, the request comes from our sister guild in Gridania. And that's all I know. But whatever it is you got asked to do, I somehow doubt it'd pose any trouble for a venturer as survived it. What? I somehow doubt it'd pose any trouble for a venturer as survived the bedlam in Sastastabek. If you think you might be interested, you'll have to have words with Mother Mion, my counterpart in Gridania. Good luck, mate.
The grammar makes him seem like he's got like one brain cell.
I think he's supposed to be like, your typical pirate slash...
So if he's like a pirate, I'm assuming you'd be a rapist then.
I mean, no.
Well, like most pirates are rapists, aren't they?
Well, that's a bit of a gross generalization, isn't it?
Well, pirates are fucking gross. They don't wash.
So this is a magical fantasy land.
Yeah.
Not everyone is a rapist. In fact, very few people are rapists in magical fantasy land.
Okay. Well, pirates, most people don't like it.
Although I am pretty sure one of them that we are dealing with is.
Oh. Well, that proves my point, doesn't it?
Not really. One example.
Well, like, Pirates of the Caribbean is just like a watered down version of pirates. Like, no one fucking...
Well, yeah, no, you can't trust Pirates of the Caribbean as being a fine, upstanding example of what pirates are like.
Yeah, because Disney...
It's a Disney movie based on a theme park ride.
Yeah. Although, like, realistically, no one would like Captain Jack Sparrow if it wasn't Johnny Depp anyways.
True.
I mean, he, like, probably fucking stinks.
He does. I'm pretty sure that's canonical, isn't it?
Yeah, like, I mean, like, Elizabeth says, like, yeah, well, we have very different ideas of personal hygiene.
There
And
you
then
go.
he sniffs himself.
That's a line I had no chance of remembering.
I think I've watched them more than you have.
Oh, I doubt that very much.
Really?
Oh, yes. I watched them a lot. Remember, I had a pirate phase.
Oh, yeah.
I was doing the pirate thing just in my daily life. Not being a pirate, but just dressing like a pirate. Because I liked pirates.
I have no idea why, like, society idolizes pirates. It's weird.
Because everyone likes to talk about the freedom of the high seas. Being able to go out and live your life as you want to.
Yeah, but most people are probably very ill-suited to that life.
Oh god, yeah. Like, I would be a terrible pirate.
You'd just be puking all the time.
Yeah, I know.
But apparently a lot of pirates did puke a lot, so...
I'm sure they did. But probably not as much as I would.
Are you extremely seasick?
Oh, I've told you, like, I can't even go on a ferry, which are known for being very smooth and very gentle and good for people with seasickness.
To be fair, I have been on a ferry before, and they do feel that way until you stand up and walk on them, and then I'm just like, I feel kind of queasy, because I did.
Yeah.
They weren't that fun, to be honest.
But then there's being queasy, or feeling queasy, and then there's the moment you step foot on just being like, I'm gonna throw up, and then like spending the whole time with your head in the toilet.
Even when it's just docked.
Yeah. Because
Maybe
it's
it's
still
just-
in the water, it's still...
Maybe it's a psychological thing.
Probably. Again, I'm not the worst, as you know, but
But is Vicky the worst?
no,
Your mum?
David.
Oh, right, yeah. I'm surprised she doesn't get car sick when I was
Yeah, she's fine with car sick. Anyway, I have no idea how I'm going to do this voice, but whatever. Take a seat wherever you like, friend. Our waitress will come to take your... Oh, not here to dine. Dare I hope that you're the adventurer Baderon sent word about? You are! The matron be praised. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mion, and the Carline Canopy is my place. With regard to the task in question, there is a fair bit to tell. Let me know when you're ready to hear the details, and I shall brief you. Level, hurrah! For just doing nothing. Mion is waiting to brief you on your task. Ready for that briefing? Good. Now then, here's the long and short of it. Beg pardons for interrupting, Mion. Oh, wow, okay, we did not get very far into that conversation. But our need grows ever more pressing. Have none stepped forward. And good evening to you too, Bowlord. Your need must be pressed indeed for you to honour us with a visit. The good news is, your journey hasn't been wasted. I'm pleased to report that we have a volunteer at last, and one who comes highly recommended at that. It's Robin Hood! Or Bobbin Bud. My thanks for answering the call, friend. My name's Lewin, and I lead the men and women of the God's Quiver. Now, time is of the essence, so I shall proceed directly to the heart of the matter. We wish for you to nip a potential threat to Gridania in the bud. It is an ogre! Please, monster, can you not see that I am a little busy here? Beneath the central shroud there lies an underground burial site called the Tamtara Deepcroft. The place was once a Gelmoran settlement, but we Gridanians have long interred our dead there. It's rude, isn't it? Of late, however, shadowy figures have been seen skulking about the Deepcroft, and with ever-increasing regularity. Based on the accounts of various witnesses, we suspect that these individuals belong to the Lambs of Dalamut, a doomsday cult which sprung up prior to the calamity. Ooh, doomsday. These zealots have proven themselves dangerous in the past, and we leave them to their own devices at our peril. Ordinarily, I would have dispatched my best men to scour the Deepcroft with orders to flush the cultists out. Alas, the calamity decimated our ranks, and the limited forces at my disposal are constantly required to keep the exile at bay. The birdmen have grown restless of late, and I fear a storm may be brewing in anticipation of this, I have been compelled to spread our forces throughout the Twelveswood, lest we be taken unawares. Situation so being, we must turn to others to deal with the lambs of Dalamud. Can we rely on you to undertake this task, friend? Oh, sure, I came all this way. You have my gratitude. Once you've seen to your reparations, pray make your way to the deep craft and identify yourself to the guard posted at the entrance. He will apprise you of your It's you! There you go.
Thank you.
That was the much coveted Angel Delight alarm.
Do you want some?
No, you can save me some for later if you feel like it, but if not, you feel free to finish.
Yeah, let me order
Okay. What did I say? He will appraise you of the latest developments. That is all. Be careful out there, you hear? May the crystal guide you and keep you. Now it is time. So I do believe when I was last here, I was foolish and did not activate all of the thingies. I'll just head out for now. We'll do that later. Might as well leave myself with fun to be had elsewhere. Off into the wonders of the 12's White. Do you love me and not, well, the Black Shroud. Excuse me. Do you love me a nice wooded area? Not a fan of squirrels, though. Oh, I know what I need to do. Come to me, my carbuncle buddy. Hurrah! Welcome back. Oh, going the wrong way. What's this? Why did I think that there would be... Oh, because it's at the next one. Either right, it's down here. There it is. I can see it in the distance. Hurrah! Hurrah! Whee! I'm a fool. Ooh. Stuff is happening. Good luck, sir. Enjoy your fight. While I foolishly try and jump up this hill. Eh. There we go. Humond. That's a name. Get ourselves nice and attuned. Hurrah! Shall I? No, we'll sort out the left meats after the leaves.
There's half left, so I might eat it.
Well, if you do leave it, I will be thankful. If you do not, I hope you enjoy. Banana. One of the best. How is?
Very good.
Can confirm. Angel Delight is good.
I might do the strawberry one and see if I actually like it or not.
Yeah, I like the strawberry one. But pick some more up. Some more up.
I'm surprised they don't have a coffee flavor actually.
You know, obviously I do want that. Like a cappuccino flavor.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Like Angel Delight would be delicious. But it is typically a children's snack, so I suppose that would explain why it wouldn't have.
If they had like cappuccino but with like the vanilla flavoring and stuff. I think kids would like that.
Vanilla frappe.
Yeah. Like cappuccino with like a shot
Pappuccino.
with like a shot of vanilla stuff.
Pappuccino. You're Burgle Sharkey, I take it. Thanks for helping us out, friend. And not your guy friend. No doubt the Bow Lord has already informed you, but your task is to enter the Deep Croft and purge it of the lands of Dalamut. In case you're unfamiliar with them, the cult emerged shortly before the calamity put an end to the sixth astral era. The cultists took the lesser moon, Dalamut, for their god, believing that it would deliver them from the devastation. And so they were rather disappointed when Dalamut exploded into 1,000 flaming pieces before it could complete its descent. Yeah, that's a good way of disappointing a cultist. Make your god explode. Now, having seen their god turn to ash, one would think that the cultists might feel moved to question their faith. On the contrary, it served only to stoke the flames of their fanaticism. I see what you did there. The Lambs of Dalamut are convinced that the heretics, that is to say, everyone but them, interfered with the coming of their Lord and Saviour, and that it's now their sacred duty to avenge him. Whatever it is they're doing in the Deep Croft, you may be sure that no good will come of it. For the sake of Gridania and Eorzea at large, put an end to their madness. Madness indeed. Let's do it with people, shall we? Let's see whether there's anyone out to enjoy the Tamtar. Ooh, I just got a very strong waft of banana.
You want some now?
Not yet. It's a very enjoyable waft.
You know, surprisingly, it's not like a super artificial banana flavor. Like, it's like a mild flavor, but like not. It doesn't taste like banana flavored essence or something that tastes rank.
I have always enjoyed it. Although they say that all banana flavour comes from that extinct banana breed, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's not like banana cough syrup, which is disgusting.
That does sound disgusting, inherently. I don't think I've ever had banana cough syrup before.
It's like puke.
I could imagine.
I suppose you haven't, because that's like a very 90s cough syrup thing.
No, I was only ever given like the proper. Remember, I was raised on the phrase, the worse it tastes, the better it works.
My gran said that, didn't he?
So, like,
I don't know how accurate that is, though.
I never got to have, like, the nice alternative. It was always, the worse it tastes, the better it works.
I don't think it's really true. That sounds like an old wives' tale.
I believe it. It's always worked for me.
Maybe.
I mean, I might just be convincing myself, but as far as I'm concerned.
I always like those gummy, like, vitamin things. Like, you get the, like, gummy flavored or something.
I remember, like, the powdery ones that were shaped like bears.
Yeah. I used to always try to get into those because they tasted really good, but, like, I was defeated by the child.
Too much vitamin for you.
I actually worked, 'cause I had no idea how to fucking open it.
Oh, that is the guild leaves. Then who was I looking at earlier? What are you offering? Margaria. Bam Margaria. Margaria has information that may interest wealthy adventurers. Well, I'm not exactly wealthy right now, but I'm interested. Correct me if I'm wrong, but are you not an adventurer? I've seen you running to and fro, face-setting grim determination as adventurers are wont to do, hence my presumption. If so, I have information which might interest you. Oh, the lavender beds. Right, yes. So that's being able to buy your own home, which I cannot do. Because I literally have 11,000 gil to my name, so I'm not going to abandon that one. I'll speak to you in a few million gil's time. Until then. Do some guild lifts, shall we? Because I'm waiting. A hempen coif. Why not? A feathered harpoon. Useless to me, but whatever. Oh, that's a good point. I forgot about my challenge log. Yes, let's just do a couple of challenges, why not? until such a time as some people decide they would like to join me on a very, very low level mission. That way. To the Crystal Dome. Bumpin' night. Initiate. Use water sprite core to reveal the true form. I forgot I need distance. Intrigued by whatever chaos is going on over here. Wandering wisps. Didn't mean to start a fight with you, buddy, but okay. I have now. My bad. Hey! Never mind. Abandoning everything. It's time to do the thing.
Has Oso read Invincible?
No, not that I'm aware of.
I think you would really like it.
So do I. I have tried selling it to him and he's definitely intrigued from what I recall.
Yeah, because, like, Mark is a really strong hero, so I think that.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah. I think, like, there's a lot of gore, so I'm not sure what his stance is on that. But
I'm sure he'd be fine with some gore.
I know, but, like, even for, like, me who loves gore, like, there's a lot of it.
There's a little bit of gore.
Yeah, it's sometimes I'm just like, really? Because there's just so much of it. And, like, they draw it really detailed. I'm just like, it's fucking Jesus, it's a lot. Like, seriously, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm just like, ew.
Oh yes. That's a destroyed face right there.
Yeah, it's gross. Like, I love Berserk as well, which is also gory as fuck. But it's like, I feel like it's easier to deal with because it's in black and white, but, you know, outside of manga, it's just kind of like, it's a lot of blood. I think it works for the story because of how the powers work with, like, Mark and Lord and stuff, but still.
They do pull it off quite well.
It doesn't,
Fuck this it is.
it doesn't feel pointless, though. Like, it doesn't feel like it's just there just for the sake of it, so. I do like that about it.
Yeah, if it were understated, it would make even less sense. Because like,
Yeah,
how can someone rip through another human being and not make a mess?
yeah. Because people forget that even if it's like a small child, there's a lot of blood in a human body. There is, though.
I know there is. It's just one of those weird sentences that you don't often think about.
But it's just like, you don't really think about it on a daily basis or anything, but it's like, oh yeah, we do have a lot of blood in us, don't we? It's like, it just would, that's why I'm just like, how do people kill people and not be like, oh my god, I'm fucking mess. Like, there's just so much work, I would be too lazy to kill someone, even in like self-defense, I'm like, but the mess though.
My carpet, not my carpet. Don't make my carpet messy.
I feel like I'm too British to murder someone.
A very British murder. Not in the good rooms. Get out of the lounge.
The carpet's new, you fucking idiot.
Stay on the tiled floor, please.
Yeah, exactly, like we do with Peter. Like, get on the tiles.
No, the blood is seeping. The blood is seeping. Put down some paper towels.
Yeah. Yeah, you should read it though. I think you would like it. Based on what you've told me, like the kind of characters he's into, I think you'll like it.
I have definitely been pushing it, and I shall push it more.
Because like Nolan isn't the protagonist, so I think he'd be okay. Although maybe he would just be a bit frustrated with Nolan having like a redemption arc, but
I don't think so.
because I can't really tell. Like, does he just like dislike when villains have like redemption arcs or what?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
So he just needs to like root for the character.
Yeah,
Okay.
need a good hero.
So he wouldn't read something like American Psycho then.
No. Not his kind of cup of tea that I'm aware of, that I'm pretty sure. Not his cup of tea.
What about Handmaid's Tale?
I don't know, I've never even considered asking about that one.
Because like June is too, like she's not a hero, but she's also not a villain either. Like she's someone who's kind of resigned to the situation that she's in. So it's like she's not like a proactive person either. Like it's frustrating, but it's understandable. But so it's like she doesn't really fit into any of the categories. She's just someone who's just kind of resigned to the fact that she's not going to get out of the situation.
She's suffering and surviving.
Yeah. So like that's why I was surprised, but also I'm just like, okay, that's fair enough. It's just interesting, I guess. Because at times I really didn't like her because she kept telling Fred about some of the secrets that the handmaids had so that they could, moisturize their skin and all that. And like send notes to each other. I was like, why are you telling me this? I didn't like that she would do that, and so I didn't like her at times. But I wouldn't necessarily call her super likable either.
Oh god, no. In case it wasn't obvious, please feel free to message me when you hear these words and tell me your thoughts.
What else?
Yeah,
Why is he listening?
well, he will be. We're speaking to you from the past. Ooh.
But yes, I am tuning into Ozil and that I really I just find it most satisfying for a story. Because, like, if everyone's, like, morally grey and stuff, it's just like, well, you all kind of, like, don't really have, like, strict morals, and you all kind of, like, are a bit, like, flighty, so I'm just like, I don't give a shit at all, because none of you is really all that particularly heroic, and
None of you is hero.
yeah, so it's like, what's the point? It doesn't really make sense when you think about it if all the characters are like that, I think. If it's like one or two, like the rest are either like mostly good or and there's villains and stuff, it makes more sense. But like not if all of them are just like in between. I don't really get it.
If everyone is morally grey, do morals even exist?
Because it just makes it boring, because I'm just like, but if none of you really give a shit about this situation anyway, because none of you have, like, the inclination to be heroic or villainous, then there's not much point. But, like, a lot of people, but, like, loads of them have, like, all the characters have depth, though. I'm like, no, they're just all boring, because they all kind of don't give a shit.
Yeah, it is weird how you can like go a full like 180 on that when you make a character who like has no connections and no sidings, like no allegiances,
Yeah.
and you can believe that makes them interesting, but in reality it just keeps them flat because all they're really doing is just not agreeing with the good or the bad side of things.
Yeah.
Like a lack of predictability because you don't know whether or not the character is going to do the good thing or the bad thing or neither or both is not as interesting as a character who sticks to their convictions.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of when I was like, I don't know, in my early 20s where I wouldn't really give opinions and stuff because I was just like I wouldn't really stick to them, or like I was more like flaky about stuff because like people typically are when they're in that age group, just because they figure themselves out. And so like I would just say I was just kind of like in the middle of like being neutral about things or just not really forming my own thoughts and things. And so I was just kind of like not really for or against stuff because I just didn't really know and I didn't like take the time to know if I was or not, you know?
Yeah.
And so I just felt like I was probably my most boring when I was like that because I didn't really have any firm opinions on values or like, you know, like morals and stuff like that. Like I had the general set of morals like about crime and things like that. And so like I was law abiding, like most people are, but like it was just the basic shit. Like I didn't like you couldn't really tell me apart from like a boring person because I just didn't really stick out as a unique person. But now it's like I have formed my opinions about mostly everything.
Which is always good, because I like a good opinion.
And so like I do stick to like my thoughts on things. Like sometimes they change depending on like as I grow as a person. But I still stick to what I believe in and like my values and morals and things. Which are, you know, unique to me specifically. And so I feel like I'm at my most interesting because I actually have, you know, thoughts and I'm not like either neither or like for or against. I actually am like against certain things and for certain things.
Yeah. It's just much more interesting to talk about when you can, especially if you don't fully share an opinion. Because, like, it's that ability to be able to discuss things and reach middle ground and think about things from a different point of view to the one you've had.
Yeah.
Like being able to be open-minded about stuff.
Yeah.
Which can only happen through conversation.
Yeah.
Is just significantly better.
Yeah, I agree. Like when I was in my early 20s, I used to have
Hey, we did.
I used to say that all religion was bullshit and stuff, but now I'm just like, that's not true. I just don't particularly believe in it myself, but I respect it though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I do have like some sort of spiritual beliefs, but like I'm not like a practicing Christian, even though I come from like a Christian family. But like I respect people who do follow religion. But as like in my early 20s, I was just like, I don't really care. I don't really think about religion and stuff, and that's just boring. Like, it's just like, but do think about it though. Like even if you don't believe in it or something, like you must feel something about it. Like even atheists do think something about it. Even if they don't particularly believe in anything to do with it, you know?
Yeah. As long as you're able to accept and discuss without dismissing.
Yeah.
Like, it's all too easy to stand by your beliefs and refuse to accept what someone else is saying based on, what you believe, what you think. Which is just the wrong way of doing something.
Yeah.
Because you've got to be able to consider and listen.
Yeah.
But that's why dogma is such a problem, because that's like the rules that govern, or like the idea that a certain concept is like the way things are. Religious dogma is like saying, this is how it is. You must follow these rules. This is what God believes.
Right.
All those kinds of things.
So like strict Bible, like following.
Yeah. Like when you're trying to preach a mindset that is not open to, other mindsets, other ways of thinking, other points of view, then you're only going to bring yourself like a closed off life, because you're not able to consider things outside of your own particular worldview, which is, that's a myopic viewpoint. You need to be able to at least think critically, even if you ultimately still stand by your own beliefs. Like, you can speak to someone and share your beliefs and discuss how you see certain things and still come at the end completely believing in what you originally believed in. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
As long as you're weighing it up against what you're hearing and you're being like, okay, well, that opinion on this subject is absolutely fine, like, I don't agree with it, which is okay, but I still believe in what I believe in. But I can accept and understand why other people would believe something different.
Yeah.
Hey. Going green.
I guess a lot of people think being predictable is a bad thing, but personally it's like I think someone not being able to predict how you will react to something because they don't know what your morals are like, I think is a bad thing, to be honest. Like, I don't really see that as a positive thing. Like, I like that I can predict things about you because it means that I know you and that I know what kind of person you are. Like, if I couldn't predict stuff that you did, I think I would find it very confusing.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with being surprised by a person, but if you can't predict how they're going to respond to a certain situation, then you clearly don't know them well enough. Because, knowing someone is knowing how they think, how they feel, how they're likely to approach a certain situation. And it requires opening up to someone to be able to let them know that, and in turn learn what they do and how they think.
It's like people saying that it's fun for morally great characters to read about because you can never predict what they're gonna do because they don't necessarily follow something and they just do their own thing. Whereas yeah, but for me personally, I just feel like as if I don't really know them because I never can really tell what they believe in or not, or what they want to do. Because they just do it, do the opposite of things that they did before because they felt like it, I guess. I couldn't really tell you. I like knowing that Mark and Invincible will always try to do the right thing, if he can. Regardless of what's happening to him. And I think that's a good thing. For Eve, it's she has the security in knowing who he is as a person and feels secure in the relationship because she can always rely on him to do the right thing.
Well, she can rely on him to do what he believes is the right thing, and in turn, the things that he thinks are the right thing are the same things that she thinks are the right thing.
Yeah, I mean, with Cecil and stuff, I'm not gonna spoil it, but
Yeah, I was gonna say.
with Cecil and stuff, I think those choices were the right thing from my perspective. I can understand why he made those choices. But I guess now that I know more about Cecil, I'm just I don't know, maybe it was probably the wrong choice. I think he probably just, need certain things from Cecil, I'm trying to not spoil this, if Oso wants to read this.
Or anyone else who may or may not be listening might decide, hey, this Invincible sounds pretty interesting. Personally, I would recommend it over the cartoon that Amazon released. Not a big fan of that. Do love the comic.
Apparently a lot of people say it only slightly differs from the comic, but I'm just
well, that's just incorrect.
It's and not for what I fucking see. It's like a train wreck. The animation is so shit, and it's nothing even like the comic. Not really.
I mean, obviously it takes the characters and most of the story beats, but there's massive changes.
Yeah.
I mean, Nolan never met a Reaniman. and yet he fights several of them in the garden. Yeah, before he leaves her.
Oh, I see. You somehow made Amber black for no reason. I mean, I know her race isn't important to her character, but it's like, if you change her into someone like who's black, suddenly the audience is going to want race issues that were not present in the comic because she's not black. And it's like, but that completely changes the character if you introduce race issues to a character that wouldn't have had them otherwise. You know?
She's also unbearably perfect. She spends all of her time volunteering with the homeless, working in soup kitchens, working abroad to build villages and schools.
Well, that's boring as fuck. In the comic, like, she is a great girlfriend, but like, she's not a perfect person. Like, she does like get extremely emotional and like, you know, as a teenager would, and she's a bit rash sometimes, and their relationship is not perfect. Like, it's a good one, it's healthy, but it's not perfect though. And like, she's not like a super amazing person that is like fucking Gandhi or something. She's just a regular teenage girl who's in love with someone, which is a normal thing, and it's quite nice actually.
In an otherwise pretty healthy relationship.
Yeah.
Granted, with someone who is incapable of providing the kind of relationship that she wants, but that ultimately is not a bad thing.
Yeah. Does the bad thing still happen to her in the show?
I don't know, I haven't seen that far enough into it.
Honestly, I was. But I did like how Mark is still there for her and still cares deeply for her. It's nice.
Yeah. Oh, so very deeply.
Why does the screen keep glitching?
Glitching?
Yeah, it's like weird, like that. What the fuck is that?
But the flash?
Yeah.
Lightning.
It looks as if it's like it's malfunctioning, like the game.
No, it's just lightning.
It's not good.
Because then it's a thunderstorm.
Yeah, it's not a good effect. It makes me think the game's buggy. It's like shit.
You have very strange ideas of what looks like shit in video games sometimes.
No, I don't mean the game looks like shit. I just mean that effect looks like shit.
It's lightning.
It just looks weird.
Well, what more do you want?
It's like when I was putting Sims 2 on the fucking PC and I was just like, oh, what's with this? And I had to troubleshoot it.
It's a pretty effective lightning effect, I think.
Whatever. I bet it sounds better than it looks.
Because it's not blinding out the screen, it's not blaring everything, making it all hard to see, but you still can tell what's happening.
Admittedly, I think lightning and stuff in video games has gotten better. Like, it sounds so good in video games these days. To the point where I actually kind of like get freaked out by it. Like in Last of Us 2, it's really good. It sounds like so realistic, and it actually freaks me out because I was like, I don't like it. But it's really good though. I mean, it better be, because it takes place in Seattle where it fucking rains constantly, so it better sound good, I suppose.
Well, lightning was one of the first sound effects they figured out how to make in a Foley studio. And it's pretty much been spot on ever since. There we go, that's all them completed, which means I can now get handies in and then go back and complete that quest. But first I need to go to Tierney. New hat. New spear that I need, or can't use. And there we go. Right. Return to Mio. Try this way. Yes, this way. Yes. Run.
Gonna eat you, Angel.
It's your danger time. You made it. You're obviously welcome to eat it.
Yeah, no, but I was gonna say something.
Which I appreciate, but if you want it, as I said, have it.
You snooze, you lose.
I wasn't ready for it, so upside down. No. Just looks upside down. It's a big fist.
Yeah.
It's like those tattoos people get of Popeye, where they're on their wrists, so it looks like they have a massive fist.
I turned it upside
Now he just looks dizzy.
down. Evie's very lucky to have those fists.
Oh, I bet.
What do you think of the blue costume?
I was going to ask you, actually, I should have. I'm not a fan.
I don't like it either. I like the blue and yellow.
It feels like a bit of a reference to the black Spider-Man outfit.
Possibly. I like the blue and yellow one much more.
But it also stands as like a symbol of the darker time in his life.
But I also just generally prefer the blue and yellow color scheme because I'm a huge X-Men fan. So I think it's just more nostalgic feeling for me. I just prefer that color scheme.
Here we
It's
go.
very like traditional superhero color design, so I just prefer it, I guess.
Welcome back, Burgle. I'm reliably informed that your foray into the deep craft was a success. Nor did I expect anything less. Baderon's ringing endorsement left me in little doubt of your capabilities. Even so, you are to be commended. Lord Lewin asked me to pass on his thanks. I must say, it's something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. Well, I mean, you get capable adventurers through here all the time. You've got every other player. I'm not the only one, you know. Sadly, death has become an ever more common occurrence within our fraternity of late. Times being what they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petitions. We are hard-pressed to find enough heads to deal with them all. Hands to deal with them all. While this means no shortage of work for able souls such as yourself, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves, with predictable consequences. As if to illustrate the point. Ooh. Avir's gone, and it's all your fault. If you hadn't taken you an age to heal him, he would still be alive. But I tried. He bolted out of range before I could finish the spell. He shouldn't have been so hard-pressed in the first place. We should have done more to lighten his burden. Bah! To hells with your pathetic excuses for a party. I'm leaving, and it'd be too soon if I never see your faces again. Goodbye and good riddance. I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as any surprise, but I never liked you. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's a woman. I only suffered you for the healing, but you couldn't even do that one thing right. Cruel though this may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Oh, and by the way of some parting advice, get rid of Avir's head. Bury it, cremate it, do whatever the hells you want with it. But for God's sake, stop carrying it around. It's just get rid of it, all right? Wait, don't leave me alone, please. I'm so sorry, Avir. Please forgive me. There's some fucking Goblin Slayer shit going on here. Scenes like this have become all too common. That makes 12 times in half as many days. Now you see why I'm grateful for adventures of your experience. I can send men like you on missions without worrying that you might not return. Well, not so much at any rate. Speaking of missions, I would entrust you with another. About a bell ago I received a message from my counterpart in Uldar. She seeks the services of a reliable adventurer, and you are nothing if not reliable. I am nothing! If you think you might be interested in this task, say the word, and I'll be glad to share the details with you. Yeah, alright then. I miss my hat. Mion has information on a new task. So, you're not averse to taking a little trip? Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, the request comes to us from the Adventurers Guild in Uldar. Once you arrive, seek out Momodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand. Think of her as the Sultan's version of myself. Chances are she'll send you to the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you'll be able to pull through unscathed. Now, off you go, Burgle, and good luck. So yes, these quests are basically just a series to get you, like, with some basic dungeons under your belt for each of the areas. Who do I need to speak to? You! Take it to Oda! Oda! While that's happening, I must go urinate. I shall be right back. Tastes like bananas.
Is that a good thing?
Of course it is. I like bananas.
And
I love you too. We return to the quicksand. Oh, what do you have? What is your quest? Passion for fashion. Oh. Weird. I imagine that's for the fashion thingy. How do I leave? How do I leave? Ah! I'm trapped! Oh no, I'm not. It's okay. Panic over. Ruby Road Exchange. Yes, please. The quicksand is just down here and around the corner. Hello, dancing ladies. Have a moment to enjoy the dancing cat girls. I know you all want it.
I like it.
They never, ever stop.
I'm straight, but I just like looking at women dancing.
So do these dudes. And the one woman.
And the children?
No, they're Lalafell.
What?
Told you, Lalafell.
What's Lalafell?
They're small.
Oh, so they're like dwarves?
They're the potato people.
Okay.
They're a whole race. They're what? You'll meet another Lalafell in a moment.
It's kind of cute how you just said potato people.
Yeah, they're potato people.
That's cute.
I love Lalafells. They're great. Here you go. Here's Momodi, proprietress of the quicksand. She is also a Lalafell. Welcome to the quicksand, friend. I'm a tad busy right now. If you wouldn't mind showing yourself to, judging by your determined expression, I take it that you ain't here for ale.
I love the Moogles though.
Oh, Moogles are the best.
And Moogles, like, do they have like adult mindsets or do they not think that way?
Yeah, they're like fully cognizant creatures.
Are they are they like mammals then or what?
Yeah, they're fluffy and furry and cute.
Okay.
There's a whole society of them that we'll meet much, much, much later on.
So they have like actual societies and political stuff.
Yeah. Well, like I told you, I've shown you. There's a king,
Oh yeah,
a
right.
crazy king, good
Yeah.
King Muggle,
Yeah. Okay.
amongst
So,
other things.
I just forget because like they're so small and cute and cuddly that I just make them think they're like pets. Rather than...
No, they are cute, they are cuddly, but they're not pets. Are you caught Burgle Sharkey by any chance? Mewan sent word that you'll be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you for the adventurer of the moment. That ain't no small praise coming from her. But you didn't come all the way here to listen to my prattle. Doubtless you're eager to get started. So let's talk business, shall we? Get a bit closer so you can see her a bit better. Mamodi is waiting to brief you on your task. Here you go. So as you can see, she's a fully grown adult. And she's the proprietress of the bar.
She just looks like a child
The petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. Gods almighty, another second under the sun and I would have been set afire. A tankard of ale if you'd be so kind. And here's another one. Papashan! He's an old dude. Excellent timing, Papashan. It just so happens that the adventurer who will be examining your petition is here. So this strapping young lad is the much-lauded adventurer, is he? Marvellous, marvellous. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, good sir. I'm Papashan, formerly of the Sultan Sworn. I thank you for agreeing to lend us your aid. Mayhap you'd like to appraise Burgle of his mission? Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. Sorry, my brain just turned off briefly there. It relates to an unfortunate development at Copperbell Mines. There you go, babe. He's an old man, dude.
Oh, it just looks like a child with like I could just stick this beard on and make myself look like dad.
Yeah, they say don't. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are of a clan known as the Hecatoncheires. Fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn dynasty. Alas, it seems they have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of our ancestors, and their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site. It's no wonder they're angry. Did the Thorn dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, milady. Milady? The people of that age used the Hecatoncheires to work their mines. By way of enchanted helms, they were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will. But as is oft the way with such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and the slaves rose up against their masters. In desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Hecatoncheires, our ancestors induced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels. So it was that the great giant revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. Well now, that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about Copperbell in the Mithril Eye a fortnight or so ago. It is said that the mines were reopened so as to meet the rising demand for building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Gods, to think the poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. That's a long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething. Indeed, and that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining at the Copperbell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task which we would have you undertake. My brain went weird there again as well too. I'll not deny that the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great, and so I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. Can't see my face, but I am improving. Gods bless you. I feared you might have reservations, but I assure you it is full of est. In case you don't know, Copperbell Mines are in West Thanalan. Do take care, you hear? And one last thing before you depart. An employee of Malgina and Sons is quite presently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Mesa, and he knows Copperbell Mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. What an exciting time this is for everyone involved. Ancient monsters, pissed off with everyone. I like your hair. Bye.
I like your hair too.
I like your hair as well.
Just messed up.
Yeah, there he is. Not as messy as mine. Looking for painted Mesa. You found him.
You gonna put it up later?
Guess we'll see. So you're the adventurer who's volunteered to deal with the mess down in Copperbell, are you? You've got guts, mate. I just hope you've got the skills to go with them, 'cause things ain't pretty down there. The heck of Tonkery has left the place in a right state, and nary a week after mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the second old dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concern would never have even thought to open it. We knew full well of the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under a mountain's worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong! Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt for want of order to build with. The stone torches are keeping watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. The hope of the nation's resting on you, friend. Best of luck. Well, it sounds like a very exciting and busy business, doesn't it? If I recall... Yes. So we go out... Wait, there should be an etherite here. And then come down here. Just had a thought. Do I have anything that's of worth? Oh no! I'm naked from the waist up. No, I'm not. Ooh, I like that. I mean, my hat looks stupid, but I'm into my new jacket. I'm gonna hide my hat. Thank you. I've always liked this, like, wide hood aesthetic. Always wanted a nice robe like that. New destination discovered. Is there a... No? Okay. Just thought I need to check for a chocobo station. Where the heart is. Run, run, run. Giant tortoise. This way. Over the bridge and far away. Well, while I'm here, why not? Let's cause some mischief. Gotta enjoy a nice bit of fate. So having recently, on my main character, I've taken up black maging, which has kind of annoyed me. Although I do like it as a job, I've gotten the system down pat pretty well. The fact that element seems to play no part in this. It's a bit weird. Like, taking down a fire lizard that's literally called a fire lizard with fire spells just feels wrong to me. But I understand why. Because obviously... Well, I say obviously. For those who don't know, the elements are split between... Well, partially split between white and black mages. The white mage has arrow. And something else, I forget what. While the black mage has fire, ice, and lightning. But it has like a special gauge depending upon which element you're currently using out of fire and ice, which will in turn affect either the power of your spells or the rate of your MP regeneration. So it's a whole thing. I'm sure somewhere down the line I'll want to pick it up for this character as well, and I'll be able to show it off, but that's not going to be for quite some time, I'm sure. Anyway, we have now made it to Copperbell Mine. Hello! There's been an incident inside Copperbell Mines. We are here to ensure that its effects are contained, but for your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. What? You're the adventurer who's volunteered to quell the hecatombs? I didn't think the Papa Shan would be able to find anyone so quickly, if at all. The giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner you'll see them, the better. See to them. Make ready as best you can and enter at will. Copperbell Mines!
I love Rex.
You love Rex. And this from I Hate Rex.
Yeah, because he was trash at the beginning.
Told you, every character is great in that.
But like he is trying to become a better person. Like he's admitted that he made a mistake and is this more like nicer to people, I guess, instead of being like a bully bitch.
Yeah, because you know, everyone fucking grows up.
Yeah.
As I like to say about things, they pull their heads out their asses and start paying attention.
And like he's actually like says congratulations to Eve when she gets to the party, says I'm happy for her, and she's like, when did you stop being such a dick? He's just like, I don't know.
Didn't notice myself, to be honest.
Because it's like recently after some traumatizing events that tends to make people put things into perspective.
Yes. A traumatizing event is like a good solid fart. Great at shooting your head out your ass.
Yeah, pretty much.
What else we got going on around here until I'm ready to go?
I love how Monster Girl looks like a 10-year-old. She's got like a cigarette behind her. I love her. She's actually become one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, she's also pretty good.
I think her name's Amanda, isn't it?
Yes. It is indeed.
She's just really cool. I like her a lot. At first I wasn't sure because she was quite abrasive and kind of like was like sexually harassing the male team members and stuff without really thinking about how it would seem. But then she stopped doing it and it's actually,
Oh, no, she knew how it would seem. She was doing it quite deliberately.
I guess so, but she's just like changed a lot as a person thanks to her work.
Yes.
I really like
And again, another issue I have with the show is that they just make robots so like ominous from the moment it starts up. They don't ever really give you a chance to like him.
Yeah, like, I mean, he becomes ominous, but like, at first, like, he is quite likable and just seems like a part of the team. Like, someone you can trust. Like, I don't think he's, like, untrustworthy or anything, but, yeah.
Like, granted, due to the nature of his existence, he's a little bit like distant.
Yeah.
but he's also something that operates from pure logic. So of course, he has the opportunity to be able to like understand situations in ways that others don't.
Yeah.
And when you got a team that's so emotionally unstable to work with, yeah, he's kind of the person you need to run it. How are we doing with my challenges? 2 out of 5. 4 out of 5. Kind of want to do some fishing, but at the same time, I don't want to disrupt the duty roster.
I think it's Wednesday.
All day.
But it's just going until like the middle of the week so quickly.
Midfunk.
I mean, February has gone by so fast. In comparison to January lasting like about 10 years.
Oh. Just ran through and completed a fate. Do I have anything in the hunting log that I can do here? No. This one seems to be taking a little bit longer. Probably should have grabbed some of the leaves. Guess we'll go back. What I could definitely go for is a nice game of cards. Don't think there's anyone here right now. Or is there? No. Was ist ein good class für den Wiedereinstieg? What is a good class for? I don't know what Wiedereinstieg is. Was ist Wiedereinstieg? Hey, there we go. I guess we will never know. Unless someone listening can tell me.
Like all the Germans or something.
Well, I mean, someone's bound to know German.
Yes,
It's not exactly an unknown language.
I knew that. German, the forgotten.
Oh, yes.
Well, the fucking ancient Greek. Yes,
And French.
yes.
No one speaks French anymore.
Yeah, no one absolutely.
Nobody would. Can't see me stare menacingly at the microphone. Hello, people. Off we go. You were pretty well synced just. And again. Tiny key. Going down. So, come here often. I'm gonna take that as a no. How have I wound up so far behind? What's going on? Weird. To crush your enemies. To hear the lamentation of their women. I believe that's the word. I don't know, I was never a huge fan of Conan, but... A rope of course. A rope of course.
This man is dead.
This is my favorite barrier. I call it Barracuda. I named after my favorite song by my favorite band, Heart.
Also, my name is favorite cookie is steak.
Heart is also a favorite organ to rip out of the chest of my enemies. A lot of favorites today. It's a good day for Ivan. Clear the shaft. Never heard that before. Falling behind in the shaft. That's an angry looking bull man. Oh god. We win.
Expect a werewolf story.
Werewolf story.
Yeah,
Oh yes.
it's interesting.
It does get very Avengers after a while. Well, West Coast Avengers.
I have nothing angry about Avengers, so nothing about it.
Many superheroes.
I mean, I love like team stuff, which is why I'm like super into X-Men and stuff. But I just haven't explored it outside of X-Men. Like I want to read Fantastic Four, maybe some Avengers stuff. But I think I would really love both. So I just prefer like team stuff over like solo and stuff like that. But I do still like solo. I just like the dynamic of like people who have superheroes.
Well, I got some good news for some coming issues for you, though.
I just think it's interesting because everyone seems to deal with being a superhero much differently. So depending on their background and all that, and their ages and stuff, so it's interesting.
Oh, don't leave me. Don't leave me. Put in the splody stuff. Hit that bitch.
Get the bitch. Get the bitch in. Get the bitch.
Can you remember which of those it actually is? Is it get the pigeon or is it catch the pigeon?
I'm not sure actually.
Because it is one specifically.
I think it's catch the pigeon.
So do I, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I think it actually is get the pigeon. I came across it on one of those Mandela effect videos. And someone's like, it's not actually catch the pigeon, it's get the pigeon. Look at us back here. A couple of cool dudes swinging their books around. Okay.
The art changes so much. Like, I'm looking at the Ryan Otley issues and stuff, and like the later stuff towards the end of Company 3 looks different to this stuff I'm looking at now. I like the later stuff in here, for sure. Like the ones drawn by Otley rather than Walker. So I guess he has like several different styles, but like this for example is really cool.
Ah, yes.
Like that's some really cool arts. I'm just like, yeah. But you wouldn't know it from some of the panels and like the earlier stuff in the computer. I miss the like cleaner, more realistic looking art from the first compendium though. It is what it is, I suppose.
Pair of plundered trousers. My foot is cramping. Owie, owie, owie. Slaves no more! Free! Free! I imagine they would actually have much deeper voices than that, but I don't care. That looks like he's got a voice that sounds like, Eee! You wanna punch Cecil?
Yeah.
Where?
Just, he's annoying. I get it, but he's annoying.
Get him. Get him. Hey, we got him. We gated him. Ah, he fell down. That's 250 quid from you being framed if ever I saw it. Hurrah! Anything good? Anything worth having? Nope.
It's still weird that the Immortal used to be reground. It's so stupid. Isn't it spoiler? Oopsie.
A little bit, yeah.
No. I don't know.
Teleport to Painted Mesa. Back in Ulda. Can't be bothered to run it, so I'm gonna teleport it. And then we teleport over here. Come up here.
Over here.
Over here. Hello, Painted Mesa. Oh god, level sync. Nothing ominous about that at all. Ah, the Conqueror of Copperbell returns. Thanks to you, our mining operations can resume, and Ulda will have the materials she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. I'll share the good tidings with Papa Shan, and next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Momodi. It'll do the woman well to see you alive and in one piece. Need a quick sip of water. No! Quick, run! Ah, it's a hairstyle. Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me. Don't even think to deny it. But please, sir, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this, paid for it with my own coin. What rot! You refugees are all the same. Couldn't afford a maggoty mole meat, much less a choice cut of dodo. I'm going to say it one more time. Give back what you stole, or I'll make you wish you'd never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to the brass blades. You know, help keep the streets safe from law-abiding citizens. But I'll be a reasonable man if you agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require. The authorities needn't hear of your crime. Giggle, giggle, giggle. Giggle, giggle, giggle. But I ain't done nothing wrong. 12 is me witness. Don't worry, lady. I believe you. Please, adventure, help me. I beg of you. I swear on my mother's grave, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this with my coin it saved. I only wanted to treat my children to a decent meal. Ooh, what the hell is that? You guys can fuck off. And who the hell's you when you're at home? This dog's master? I've had enough of this mama's farce. You lots teach them a lesson. It's a punchy boy. Shame for you that I am not a punchy boy. Hell yeah. Love this music. thought I'd already done that. Oops. Should have stopped at the 7th fail. Don't know why he's announcing this, but he is. Oh no, there's more of them. Bugger, bugger, bugger. That wasn't me, that was him.
I love that Eve's favorite color is obviously
And whatever made you think that?
this is cute.
Maybe because everything is pink. Mwahaha. Hurrah! Ugh, he fell down. It's another 250 quid. I ain't getting paid enough for this. Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Thank you, kind adventurer. Thank you thrice over. Oh God. This lady, she's giving me a headache. Ugh, I hate it when people thank me.
I'm so tired for some reason.
It's a long day.
Not really. It is a kind of horse.
I'd swear there are more refugees than when I last looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. It's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. The residents found their lands had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes, and problems like these aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it, it was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city. I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? It's the same thing happening in other cities. If the talk is true, yes. Though perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Ulda has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees will try their luck here first. My heart goes out to them, it truly does, but I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Well, if things do take a turn for the worst, we always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. Oh, excuse me. The heroes who fought the Garlean Empire, patrolling the streets for riffraff. It may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you've no coin, you've no hope. Well, what will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloin, get your dodo tenderloins, guaranteed cheapest in town. Thank you for your custard, madam. Come again. Looking around, you'd think that Aldo was on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. Shit's very deep again. Stuff's always happening in Eorzea. People always be suffering. Do. Sir, are you alright? No. You interrupted my nap. What now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? Yes. What? So I'll buy that meat, did you? You say? That's absurd. Aye, as did I. Leave the poor woman alone, you damned vulture. Who said that? Yeah, glasses suck. Grr, I will overlook this, but just this once. God bless you, adventurer. If you hadn't come along when you did, who knows what that monster might have done. It don't bear thinking about. Well, bye then. Have fun with your food. Ever the selfless hero, I see. It's been a while, adventurer. You stole her! I've been watching you very closely ever since you flew out of Limsa Lominsa. You discharged your duty as the Admiral's personal envoy with admirable humility. You have displayed unfaltering courage in the face of danger. Whensoever you came upon those in need, you gave them succor with no thought of personal gain.
I'm excited for tomorrow.
Me too. Eat puppies. In summary, you have demonstrated all the qualities we seek in an adventurer. For reasons I cannot well explain, your every deed seems invariably to serve the general good. Whether you mean it to or not, it is a happy knack. Oh, excuse me. And one which speaks volumes for your character. I can't help it. I keep trying to be evil, but every time I do something bad, something good happens. Yet, for all your admirable qualities, it is your gift which intrigues me the most. I speak of your visions, of the visions you experience, visions like the one you had mere moments ago, if I'm not mistaken. I can provide you with the means to understand them. An acquaintance of mine is blessed with the self-same talent, you see. If you so desire, I can introduce you to her. She and I fight for a common cause, a cause which would greatly benefit for your support. If you would agree to lend us your strength, we should be glad to do all within our power to aid you in your personal endeavours. Yes, please. I love you, Ishtola. Think on my offer a while. Should you decide to accept it, pray speak with Momodi. The proprietress of the Quicksand is a close friend and ally of ours. Inform her that you have been chosen by the SCIONS of the 7th Dawn, and she will tell you where to find us. Da da da! The SCIONS of the 7th Dawn. Tell me more, tell me more. Scenes like that are becoming ever more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry though, if you work hard you'll probably be alright. Probably. Saying that, if you ever find yourself in a spot of bother, come and see me. Just don't go pestering me every time you wish you did, eh? Ha 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 ha! Of course, I do enjoy hearing of the gentleman's woes when the womenfolk come. Huh? I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the womenfolk from time to time. I see. Burgle, sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh-off-the-carriage adventurer. But gods, it's good to see you safe and well. To look at you, no one would ever guess that you've been hard at it with the giants in the dark. Yeah. You're every elm the adventurer Mune said you'd be, Burgle. The station master will be overjoyed when he hears the news. Oh, before I forget, there's a lass here who wants a word with you. Didn't actually know your name, but hearing her description, I knew who she meant right away. Tall, devilishly handsome, got a tail. Thank you for sparing the time. I realize you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. I like your hat. My name is Edda. I'm an adventurer like you, though I'm not very good at being one, if truth be told. Anyway, I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania when we were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. His name was Avir, and he and I were to be wed in the spring. You may not remember him, but to say that he remembered you would be an understatement. He would sing your praises from dawn to dusk. He saw you for what you are, you see, an adventurous adventurer, and swore that he would be just like you one day. I believe that he would have succeeded had a friend not robbed him of the chance. Since that day, I had thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. But when I think of the man you are, of all that you've achieved, I find that I am inspired, just as Avir once was.
You scratch your genitals.
And so I've decided to start again as an adventurer. I will go back to the village of my birth and begin training anew. But I wanted to meet you first, to ask you your name. Jimmy Page. Burgle Sharkey, I shan't forget. Sorry, I was cleaning my glass. Thank you, Burgle Sharkey. I pray that when we meet again, we will meet again. Fare you well. I like your hat. Adventuring can be cruel bleeding business. Time was I didn't know why anyone would bother. When they first asked me to take charge of the guild here, I didn't want aught to do with you lot. Thought it'd be a right pain in the arse looking after you all. But again, to my better judgment, I decided to accept the post, and I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be a part of your lives. And that goes double for yours, Burgle. Okay. What did you say? You want to know about the signs of the seventh dawn? That's not at all, I said. They're beginning to move in earnest then. Listen, Burgle, the SCIONS ain't no ordinary folk, and the work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do, knowing that if you're still certain you want to get involved, I'll tell you what I can. Yes, tell me everything. I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. So you want to know more then, do you? Well, it ain't that a surprise. I swear, if I painted certain death on one door and limitless wealth on another, 9 out of 10 adventurers would go through the first, and the other bloke wouldn't be able to choose on account of being old on. Anyway, don't say I didn't warn you. First of all, if you're wondering whether you can trust the SCIONS of the Seventh Dawn, you can. They're good people who've made it their mission to solve some of Eorzea's most pressing problems. Of course, that ain't no small task, and so they're always looking for excuse me, for dependable individuals to join them. Individuals like you, Burgle. Now I've been given leave to tell you where to find the SCIONS, but you must promise to keep this information to yourself. As you can probably imagine, it's something Eorzea's enemies would very much like to know. The SCIONS are headquartered in Vesper Bay, out in western Thanalan. The place you're looking for is called the Waking Sands. Give your name to whoever's at the entrance and you'll be let in. You're a man in demand, Burgle, and the days ahead promise to be busy, but I hope you won't forget about them as help make you into the adventurer you are. Drop in and tell them how you're faring from time to time, you hear? Right, well, I've said my piece. Off you go. It's exciting shit, as you can tell by the look on my face. I'm so excited. That was not the button I meant to press, but it worked. Staring at me for 3.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because you weren't gonna, say anything.
No, I was just gauging. To Horizon. Why are you talking to me, widow? Go away. Not that way, this way. Down we go. Through this spooky place. Gotta love how some of these places look. I'd love to know what this place was even all about once upon a time, because it's baffling, to say the least. I'm sure there's probably some lore documents I've missed somewhere. Then we come through here and we're in the docks. Yet more docks. Another dancing cat lady. And in here, look who it is. It's Tataru! Tataru! Deep in the desert of my heart, a lonely flower blooms, yearning for the heavens above to quench my thirst for you. Trollolololo, la 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 la. Ah, ooh ah, ooh ah, eh. Cough. I would thank you not to sneak up on me like that. I apologize, Tataru. What are you doing?
The cough.
Now please be advised that this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to... Here at the behest of Ishtola. My sincerest apologies. May I have your name? Burgle Sharkey. Burgle Sharkey. Ah, here you are. On my big blurry book. Ahem, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Science of the Seventh Dawn. My name is Tataru, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. Hooray! I love you, Tataru. The antecedent is within the solar. I shall let her know what to expect you. Now we know shit's getting real, because we're about to join the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Hopefully there will be more voice-acted cutscenes, because my throat is getting weird. Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I take it you're Burgle Sharkey. Tataru sent word that you are... I don't know who you are. Who are you? Lady Minfilia has eagerly awaited your coming. This way, if you please. Wow, nothing there is of any use to me, so I will take your elegant pieces. Here we are.
So you're the adventurer.
Yay! It's voice acted! Sorry.
Well met, friend. My name is Minfilia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Hell yeah,
I
you...
have awaited your coming. Please, be at ease. You are among friends here.
I am friends. Now when she says be at ease, does that mean I can shit on the carpet?
No doubt you are right to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. So, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do.
You have to explain about
We are the
After this
Scions of the
cutscene,
Seventh
until
Dawn,
then, mystery.
an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Their
Great band.
existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent.
Being every one of the several million people playing this game right now.
But one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness?
How did you
Have
know?
you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space? A mind without a body?
Yes, and I shit myself every time too.
All these things are the manifestations of your talent.
I knew it was a talent.
Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul. A power known as the Echo.
Echo.
The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past.
And yet it does not make pooping any easier.
You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events. For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power, and this power is strong within you.
And in short, one cannot unshit a pair of pants.
It is only a shame
Also,
that
that's
we
not.
cannot use it
I think it's a
whenever
4.
we choose.
Why do you add points if it smells?
That's
Because
right.
horror.
I too possess the Echo.
Hey!
With that established, let
Well,
us
that's like
return
you
to the
actually
subject of the
gagged
primals.
When I farted in the
I almost fainted from like we're talking about right now.
It
So
wasn't that
long as
bad.
they exist,
Oh, it was that bad.
the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace.
Not
Measures
even a
must be
single
taken.
step.
Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the SCIONS require the aid of those with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose.
Yes, I paid for it.
Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it?
Well, technically I didn't pay
And
for it because
so
it's
I
the free trial
implore
version,
you,
but
lend us your power.
I have paid for the full version. So therefore, I will lend you my power. Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We are fortunate to have a number of influential allies, and at a word from me, they will gladly afford you certain privileges that might otherwise be denied you. The right to employ retainers, for example. Are you familiar with them? They are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf. The papers you requested, my lady. She drew a dick. Thank you, Tataru. That is a penis, not a signature. Pleasure is mine, my lady. I'm going to go and enjoy this picture of a dick now. By way of a welcoming gift, I have taken the liberty of adding your name to the retainer's registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. You will need to consult a retainer vocate regarding the particulars of this arrangement, but believe me when I say that retainers will prove invaluable to you in your being adventuring, all of that thing. Let the gesture serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. In return, we ask that you aid us to the fullest extent of your talents. So basically, she said, we will give you a slave, and in return you will be our slave. A mutually beneficial relationship, I am sure you will agree, and one which serves the greater good besides. Well, that was a veritable lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but it is important that all concerned are aware of what is expected of them. Now you know our purpose and what we can offer you, I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me without fear of consequence. In good faith, I shall entrust you with our order's password, which our members use to reach one another when afield. It is Wild Rose. Pray keep it safe. Not gonna lie, I had forgotten all about that until now. Retainers are available. Actually, didn't realise I could have a retainer. Just wondering what that chittering noise is. Weird. We SCIONS have but one objective: to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns, the godlike being known as primals. Long have we striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it is that first brought you to Eorzea, but I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answer, Burgle. I will go whither the wild rose blooms. Yours is no small intelligence. I will go whither the wild rose blooms. Yes.
Wonderful. I knew you wouldn't let us down.
Did you, though?
But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order.
Friends.
Tell me, does the name Charlian ring any bells?
Wasn't he the guy who directed the Sixth Sense in the
It
village?
used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Charlians were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them.
Up the Garlics.
Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popalimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there.
Welcome.
Her voice always confuses me.
Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team. If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Yastola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings.
Yes, we have met.
I have been expecting you. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. Words of a dear friend. I'm glad of our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Yeah, I hope Naughty Dog's next game
Along
is
with
something
the Archons,
like
those
Uncharted
blessed
still,
with
where
the
it's
Echo
like
play
fun
a
and
pivotal
everything.
role in our endeavor
I
to
hope
forge
so.
a brighter tomorrow for the realm.
Hopefully. Although, judging by the way that they keep re-releasing The Last of Us, we may never see a new game from them ever again.
Yeah, because they're just gonna milk that so hard
Oh,
until they
I
can't
should
anymore.
also introduce you to
And
Tatari,
like
our clerk.
the fucking like
She ensures
idiots
that
who keep
everything
like
runs
buying the
smoothly.
re-releases and like to blame for this shit, because like it's like, don't buy it. Why are people buying this? I don't understand it. And like maybe it would make more sense if it was like a free upgrade, if it just
Pleased to
cost like
make your
£10 or
acquaintance.
something. But it's like they're charging like full price for a game that is not even that old. It's like
In
3
time,
years old or
I
something.
hope you will come to think
Or
of
like
us as
4
family.
this year, but like I think they're charging like
But
£60
without
for it or
further
something.
ado-
It's fucking weird.
I would assign you your first task.
I'm just gonna look because I'm
The
pretty sure I
Ranger.
did see
Had the
that. Like,
documents
it's just
arrived
weird.
from
I don't know
students
why
of
people like
Baldesia?
things if this is okay. Like, and
Aye,
people
my
saying, well, if you don't
lord,
like
they
it, don't
arrived
buy it.
but
It's like,
instantly.
yeah, but it's like you're just ignoring the fact that the gaming industry
We
just
have
kind of takes
received
the
a
piss
request
and
for
everyone
aid
just
from the
follows along
immortal
with it for
flames.
some reason.
Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo.
Interesting.
But there is more.
So,
Within
The
a
Last
bell
of Us
the
Part
robbery,
2,
several
right?
people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would
Okay.
assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
A primal.
Aye. The evidence left behind implicates the Emoja,
Triton.
who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If again consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
A primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation. You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ulda.
I should hope so.
Ever at your service, dear fellow.
Dear fellow. That, I do believe, is a wonderful place to end it for tonight. Good to know that we will be heading out and dealing with our first primal upon our next little adventure. It's been a hell of a time. We've certainly made a lot of progress tonight, and I'm very happy with that. In fact, I will do a little hurrah things. And I point because I can. But yes, in light of all that, I thank you very much, and I shall see you all again soon for some more of this, where we shall find out more about these primals, and in particular, Ifrit. So thank you all, and take care. I shall see you again.